Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Namaste. Jai Hind. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. Good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Vikas and we will continue with our series of quantitative aptitude questions for BBA entrance exam, right? Targeting 2023. So this is the third session on time, speed, distance. Okay, so let's start with this. आप जल्दी से अपने फ्रेंड्स को भी बता दो, शेयर कर दो कि सेशन स्टार्ट हो गया है एंड वी विल डू गुड क्वेश्चंस ऑन टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस, राइट? सो वी हैव ऑलरेडी टेकन 2 सेशंस, राइट? तो कुछ और क्वेश्चन अच्छे करेंगे इसमें डिस्कस टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस पे, टारगेटिंग बीबी एंट्रेंस एग्जाम। ओके, तो जल्दी से स्टार्ट करते हैं सीधा क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 पे। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज when Geeta increases her speed from 12 to 20, okay, when Geeta increases his speed from 12 to 20, she takes 1 hour less than usual time to cover the distance. So the distance between her home and office, right? ऐसे क्वेश्चन हमने पहले भी किए थे, right? अगर so you know that speed into time equal to distance. Now if the distance is constant, distance is same, in both the cases the distance is same, and speed you are making it from 12 to 20, so the new speed is 20, right? 20 over 12 of the original speed. So that means the speed becomes 5 by 3. 5 by 3 of the original, right? You can see that 5 by 3 of 12. 12 was the original speed. So when you do 5 by 3, it will become 20. So this is what is happening. The speed becomes 20 from 12. So it becomes 5 by 3, right? 5 by 3 of the original. So if speed becomes 5 by 3, the time must becomes 3 by 5. Speed and time are inversely proportional, right? Then only the distance can be same. Speed को अगर 5 by 3 कर दिया तो time will become 3 by 5. And if the time is 3 by 5, right? If the time is 3 by 5, that means the reduction in the time, right? It was t minus 3 by 5t, which is 2 by 5t. This is the reduction in the time is given as 1 hour. That means the original time was 5 by 2 hours. This was the time at the usual speed, the normal speed, when it was not increased. So pre-increased speed. So when the speed was 12, the time taken was 5 by 2 hours. So the distance must be 30 kilometers. Okay, the distance must be 30 kilometers. Right? You can even take the new speed also. If the new speed is 20, the time taken, because it reduced by 1 hour, so it becomes from 5 by 2, it will become 3 by 2, 5 by 2 minus 1. So you can get the speed, the distance from here also, it will be 30 kilometers, the same distance. This is the new speed case, new case, and this was the earlier case, okay, when the speed was 12. Okay, when the speed was 12, the time taken was 5 by 2 hours. And when the speed becomes 20, the time taken becomes 3 by 2. That is 1 hour less than the 5 by 2. Okay. So yes, my answer would be 30 kilometers. 30 kilometers. I will tell you one easy method to do this. Right? How you should do this. Right? एक आसान तरीका बता देता हूँ जिसको समझ में ऐसे मुश्किल लगता है. So I will tell you the easy way, right? Just think of there are 2 persons, right, traveling the same distance, right? Okay, one is traveling at 12 km per hour, the other is traveling at 20 km per hour. So you can see the speed ratio. Speed ratio is 3:5. Right? Speed ratio is 3:5. So the time taken ratio should be 5:3. That will you can take time 5x, 3x, and the difference in the time is given as 1 hour. So that means x equal to 1/2 hour. So 5x is 5/2 hours. So here at a speed of 12, you are taking 5/2 hours. So you can calculate the distance 12 into 5/2, which is equal to 30 kilometer. Or here you are taking 3x, that means 3/2. So 20 into 3/2, that is also 30 kilometers. Right? So you can calculate from that. Okay, the same thing which I did early, but now I'm showing you what is happening if the speed ratio is 3:5. The time taken will be 5x, 3x, the difference will be 2x, and that is given as 1 hour. Okay, so let's move to the next one. Next question. कोई डाउट लगे तो पूछ लेना, अदरवाइज सेशन को लाइक और शेयर करते रहो, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर कर दो. Okay, now the question is, in a 400-meter race, Ashok beats Bipin Chandan respectively by 15 seconds and 25 seconds. Okay, see, here it is given that Ashok beats Bipin by 15 seconds, and here it is given Ashok beats Bipin by 150 meter. That means Bipin is covering that 150 meter, the last 150 meter, because Ashok beat Bipin by 150 meter. So when Ashok reached the end of the race, Bipin was 150 meter behind, and that 150 meter Bipin covered in 15 seconds because Ashok beat Bipin by 15 seconds. So that means the speed of Ashok is 10 meter per second. Bipin, right? Speed of Bipin is 10 meter per second. That I know. Okay, now just see that Ashok, Bipin and Chandan, okay, A, B and C. If Ashok covered 400 meter, Bipin was 150 meter behind, that means he was covering only 250 meter. So that was the speed ratio. Speed ratio is 15:8, 15:5. But now I know that this actual speed is 10 meter per second. So that means actual speed of Ashok is 16 meter per second. Right? And the length of the race is 400 meter, right? 400 meter. So the time taken, if I say the time taken, right, by Ashok, it should be 400 by 16. So that should be 25 seconds, 25 seconds. And now, because Ashok beat Bipin by 15 seconds, so he must take 40 seconds. You can see 10 into 40 will be 400 again. And he beat C by 25 seconds. That means C will be taking 50 seconds. Right? C will be taking 50 seconds. Okay. So that means if the ratio of the time taken, right? If the ratio of the time taken is 4:5 for B and C, the ratio of the speed must be 5:4. Right? So when it cover 400 meter, 5 into 80, so it must be covering 4 into 80, 320 meter. So that means B will beat C by 80 meters. Okay, so the A option should be the correct answer, because the question is by how many meters does B beat C? Bipin beats Chandan. Right? So it should be 80 meter. Okay. So let's move to the next one then. Okay. कोई डाउट हो तो पूछ लेना, अदरवाइज लाइक और शेयर करते रहा करो सेशन को. Right? Let's move to the next question. Okay, this seems a lengthy question, but let's see. Generally lengthy question, long stories are generally easy questions. Okay, so here the question is, a train left point A at 12 noon. Okay, यहाँ पे बना लेते हैं, let's draw it. This is point A. ओके मेरे पीछे आ रहा है स्टेटमेंट. ओके आंसर ऑप्शन बाद में देखेंगे. ओके and the train, okay, first train started here at 12 noon, right? 2 hours later another train starts from, so second train start from here at 2 p.m. okay, 2 p.m. Now the thing is that first train, right, was already at some distance. So let's say here when the second train starts from here, it overtook the first train at 8 p.m. That means at 8 p.m. they will reach the same point. Okay, at 8 p.m. they will reach the same point. Okay, right? So that means at 8 p.m. they will be reaching the same point. It is known that the sum of the speed of the two trains is 140 km per hour. Now see that the distance which was covered, right, which was covered, okay, let's say train A covered in 8 hours, train A covered in 8 hours, train 2 covered the same distance in 6 hours, right? So the time taken ratio is 4:3. So speed ratio of train 1 and 2 must be 3:4, right? So that means if the speed of first train is 3x, speed of second train is 4x, so 1 plus 2, the sum of the speed must be 7x, which is given as 140 km per hour. So x is 20 km per hour. That means their speeds are 60 and 80 km per hour. These are the actual speed. Right now the actual speed I got, it is 60 km per hour and 80 km per hour. Right? Now the question is, then at what time would the second train overtake the first train if instead the second train had started from point A in the same direction 5 hours later than the first train? Right? So now if the second train started here at 5 p.m. right? So that means in that 5 hour already train A will cover 300 kilometers. Now that 300 kilometer is to be covered at a relative speed of 80 minus 60. That is 300 by 20. It will take 15 hours. 15 hours to cover the distance to meet the first train, right? Okay, or to overtake the first train, you can say. Now 15 hours after, it is taking 15 hours, so 15 hours after 5 p.m. because at 5 p.m. it will start, and then after 15 hours, that means it will become 20, or that is, you can say 8 a.m. because after 5 p.m. you can take 12 hours first, it will become 5 a.m. Then you will take 3 more hours, it will become 8 a.m. the next day. So C option, 8 a.m. the next day, is the correct answer. Okay. Right, it was not that difficult, only the story, right? Only the story was a little lengthy, right? It is saying in the first case it is saying simply that the time taken ratio, because whatever the first train traveling from 12 a.m. to 8 p.m., right, 12 noon to 8 p.m., right, the second train is covering from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. That means 8 hour and 6 hour, the same distance. So the speed ratio you can get from here, which is 4:3 is the time taken, so 3:4 is the speed ratio, right? If 3:4 is the speed ratio, okay, so the time you could have directly done also, right? You could have directly done this question, that initially you are saying that first train 12 to 8 p.m. whatever distance it will travel, the second train travel the same distance from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. That means it is 8 hours and 6 hours. The speed ratio you will get, because the time taken is 4:3. So speed ratio is 3:4. right? Or you can say the time taken will remain 4:3, right? From time taken also you can answer, right? How? Now the first train started at 12 p.m., right? And at 5 p.m. the second train starts. Okay, so second train starts from here. Okay, 5 p.m. I'm just looking at the time, and they will overtake at the same time. So this time taken for the second train must be 3x because it is 4:3. So this must be 3x. So this must be x. So if this is 5 hours, so this 3x must be 15 hours. So after 5 p.m., 15 hours, it means 8 a.m. next day, right? Directly you could have done this. Okay, great. So let's move to the next one. Now the next question is, two friends run a 3-kilometer race along a circular course of length 300 meter. If their speeds are in the ratio 3:2, the number of times the winner passes the other. Right? If you know the concept of the circular races, this is super easy question. Right? Why? Why? Because you should know if they are running a race, right? The meeting will happen. The meeting will happen whenever the distance. Okay, let's say A and B are the two runner. So distance traveled by A and distance traveled by B, if the difference of their distance traveled, right, it is 300 meter, that is one circle, then they will meet, right? Okay, if the gap between them become one circle, then that is the meeting point. If the gap becomes two circle, that is the second meeting point. If the gap becomes three circle, that is the third meeting point, like this. So every time the gap becomes 300 meter again, it is a meeting point, right? So if it is a 3-kilometer race, that means 3000 meter. When the fast runner, the winner, when he completed 3000 kilometer, the loser must complete 2000 meter because the speed ratio is 3:2, right? So that means the total gap they will create is 1000 meter. For every 300 meter there will be a meeting, so there can be a maximum of 3 meetings, right? So 3 is your answer. Very simple question. Very simple question, that when the winner will complete 3000 meter, the loser will complete 2000 meter, the gap will be 1000 meter, and every gap of 300 meter will give you one meeting. So 1000 by 300, you can have maximum of 3 gaps of 300 meters, right? That means maximum 3 meetings. Okay, so very easy. So let's move to the next question. Now, in a 1000-meter race, Rishi beats Kaustubh by 50 meter. In the same race, by what margin Kaustubh beats Pandey, who runs at 4 meter per second? Right? You know, in the first case, when he is saying Rishi beats Kaustubh, he is saying it is beating by 50 meter. That means Kaustubh will cover 950. The speed ratio should be 20:19. Speed ratio should be 20:19. Now this is speed ratio. But for Pandey, it is given the actual speed 4 meter per second. Can you relate it with this? Because if Rishi's speed is 20 meter per second, Kaustubh's speed is 19 meter per second, and Pandey's speed is 4 meter per second, this is a different ratio. Instead, I can take Rishi's speed is 40 meter per second, Kaustubh's speed as 38 meter per second. Still, the gap will be 50 meter only, because whenever the ratio of the speed of R and K is 20:19, there will be a gap of 50 meter only in that 1000-meter race, right? But the speed keeps on changing, so it will impact on the ratio of the speed of Kaustubh and Pandey. Okay, so that means the answer is cannot be determined, because Pandey, the speed is given in absolute term, but Rishi and Kaustubh, the speeds are not given. Okay, not given. Okay, it is only given the speed ratio. Okay, so let's move to next one. Now, Guru and Chela walk around a circular path of 115 km in circumference. They start together from the same point. If they walk at speed of 4 and 5, respectively, also they walk in the same direction. When will they meet? I told you the meeting will happen when their gap will become one circumference, right? 115 km at a relative speed of 5 minus 4, right? So it is 115 hours. 115 hours they will take, right, to meet. After 115 hours they will meet, right? Okay, they will be together for together at the same point. Okay, so they will meet after 115 hours, because I told you when the gap becomes 115 km, that is the circumference, right? One circle. So gap becomes one circle, they will meet, and the gap is created at the speed of 5 minus 4, because the relative speed is, because they are moving in the same direction, it is 5 minus 4, 1 kilometer per hour. So the gap is created between them at 1 kilometer per hour, and the gap is to be, right, 115 kilometers. So 115 kilometers at the rate of 1 kilometer per hour, it will take 115 hours. Okay. So easy question, very, very easy. Circular motion, generally the questions are easy. Okay. So here there is a DI set, right? A set in the form of DI, but questions based on time, speed, distance, in particularly downstream, upstream, boats and stream question. Right? We did in the last session boats and stream question. Right? Here the question on boats and stream, but in the form of DI set. Okay. So here it was given, right, first thing, it is Sunday to Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Monday to Saturday you can say all days. The speed of stream is given. Speed of stream is given. Here total distance covered downstream every day. What is the distance covered in downstream? And every day what is the distance covered in upstream? Okay, so every day some distance is covered downstream, some distance is covered upstream, right? That is given because the total distance and the percentage on different days it is given, right? So we can calculate the value. Something like Sunday downstream distances 2400, 12%, 12 into 12, 140, 288. So 288 kilometer on Sunday downstream. So like this you can calculate. Monday 14 into 456, 14 into 28 and 5, 33. So 336 kilometer. Right? Like this we can calculate all the values, downstream distance and upstream distance on various days. Right? And then we have stream speed on various days if it is given. Okay? And the speed of the boat in still water is not given. Okay? So let's see. So if we see the question here. Okay, I think we need space to solve this question. So I'm just hiding myself, right, so that I can solve it here. Okay, I'm just hiding myself for a few seconds. Mr. India ban jata hu main. Okay, so let's see. If the time taken by boat to travel upstream on Wednesday is 6 by 7 times, then the... Okay, first I will say Wednesday, right, upstream. So Wednesday upstream, this is the distance, Wednesday upstream, 12% of 48. So can I say 12 into 8, 96, 12 for 48 and 9, 57. So this is the distance, 576 distance, right? 576 kilometer is the distance on Wednesday upstream, right? And here the speed, because speed of boat in still water on Wednesday you are asking. This is the question. So I will take this as X, and upstream, because Wednesday the speed of the stream is 6. So can I say X minus 6 is the speed? So X minus 6 is upstream speed. X is the speed of the boat in still water, right? 576 is the distance covered on Wednesday upstream. This is 6 by 7 times. Okay, this time taken is 6 by 7 times the time taken to travel downstream on Monday, right? Monday downstream distance is 14 into 4, right? We have calculated just now. It was 336 kilometer, right? At the downstream speed here it is given boat in still water, right, on Monday is 15 kilometer per hour. so 15, and because it is downstream, so plus 5, stream speed is 5. So this is the equation given. So can I calculate x from here? Okay, that is we need to calculate. Okay, let's say 7 into 4, 28, 7 into 8, 56, right? 12 into 4, 12 into 4, 48, 12 into 8, 96, 6 and 4, 24 into 2, 48. So x minus 6 will become 20 into 2, 40. So x should become 46 km per hour. So my x, the speed of the boat in still water on Wednesday is 46, right? Which is E option, 46 km per hour, right? It should be 46 km per hour. Okay, so I have taken the distance by speed. Now speed you need to take b minus s in case of upstream, right? B plus s in case of downstream. Okay, so let's move to the next question and I will come back right for a while. If the time taken by boat to travel upstream on Monday is 27 1 by 5 hours, more than it is not 27 1 by 5, more than the time taken by to travel downstream on the same day. Okay, find the speed of the boat in still water on Monday. Okay, let's see. I'm solving it here so that I should be also visible. So here Monday upstream distance is 16%. So 16 into 8, 128, 16, 4, 64, 768. Okay, you can check it again. Yes. So it is Monday, the distance is 768. Let's say, because I want to find the speed of boat in still water on Monday, let's take this x, and because we are talking about upstream, so x minus 5. This is the time taken to travel upstream on Monday, right? And he's saying this is for 27. This is more than, how much more than? So to travel downstream on the same day, downstream same day. So this Monday we already calculated this in the last question, 336 kilometer. So 336 over x plus 5 it will become, right? And this should be equal to 27 1 by 5. So 27 into 5, 135, 136 by 5, right? Okay, can I check the answer here? Can I put x here? Because solving it will become a quadratic equation. If I check x, let's say first option 25. So 25 minus 5, 20. So it will become 768 by 20 minus 336 by 25 plus 5, 30. Just check it. This will become 38.4. So 38.4 minus, and this is 3112, that is 11.2. It will become 38 minus 11, so 27.2, and this is also 27.2. Yes, A option is correct, right? A option is correct. So thank God our first option only is correct. So we became fast in this question. Otherwise, right, you can check for the second, third, but second I will not check because it is 18 and 18 plus 5 is 23, or 18 minus 5 is 13. Right, 768 is not a multiple of 13, right? You can check for that. 13 into 5, 65, 118 is not a multiple of 13. So if it is not a multiple of 13, right, so don't take that. 18 you just cancel out, and 18 then next option 20, 20 minus 5, 15. 768 is not divisible by 15 also, right? But then 3, it can be 0.2 something, right? You can divide that. And 20 plus 5 will be 25. Yes, you can check for 20 also, right? But fortunately that we checked for first option 25 and that was the correct answer, right? Great. Let's move to the next question. अगले क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. कोई डाउट लगे तो आप अपने कमेंट सेक्शन में भी डाउट्स अपने डाल सकते हैं. ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. If the speed of the boat in still water on Saturday was 27, so it is given. So Saturday, the speed of the boat is 27, right? And the speed of the boat in still water on Wednesday was 66 2 by 3% more than. Okay, so 27, 2/3 more. So it will become 45. So still water on Wednesday, it is given as 45, right? Okay, speed of boat in still water we know. More than that of Saturday. And time taken to travel upstream on Wednesday. Upstream on Wednesday. So Wednesday is here. Upstream 12 into 48. I think we calculated that. Okay, let's say 12 into 8, 96, 12, 4, 48 and 9, 576. Right? So here Wednesday, the time taken, right? Time taken on Wednesday will become 576 and it is upstream 45 minus 6, 39. Right? 45 minus 6 will be upstream. So it is 39. Right? It's saying this is 16 by 13 times of the time taken to travel downstream on Saturday. So Saturday it is 18 into 4, 72, 18 to 36 and 7, 432. So 432 kilometer at the speed downstream. Now downstream on Saturday is 27 plus x. I don't know the speed of the stream here. Right? Speed of stream we need to calculate. Okay, so here 13 into 3, 39. 3 into 1, 9, 2. 16 into 1, 2. Right? And 12 I can cancel here. 12 into 3, 36. 6. So x plus 27 is equal to 36. So x equal to 36 minus 27, 9. So 9 should be the speed of the stream. 9 should be the speed of the stream, right? Okay, a bit of calculation, but yes, okay kind of question, right? I won't say very difficult, but once you have understood how we need to tackle this set, right? This is normal question. Okay, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू राइट, अगर कोई डाउट हो अभी पूछ सकते हो, अदरवाइज यू कैन पुट इट इन द comment section of the video after this the live session is over, right? You can put it in the comment section whatever your doubt is. Okay, then the speed of the boat in still water on Saturday was 21. Okay, still water here it is given 21 and that on Sunday was 28 4 by 7% more. 28 4 by 7%, 28 4 by 7% of something is always 2 by 7 of that, right? You can calculate that. If you know that, that's great, right? 14 1 by 14 2 by 7 is 1 by 7. 28 4 by 7 is 2 by 7. Percentage to fraction conversion, right? That means 2 by 7 more than Saturday. Now 2 by 7 of Saturday is 2 by 7 of Saturday, it is 21, that is 6. So 21 plus 6, 27. So that means Sunday the speed of the boat in still water is 27. So I calculated that question was on percentage. First line percentage question. Now if the time taken by boat to travel upstream on Saturday, right? Upstream on Saturday is 10%, that is 480 on Saturday upstream 21 minus x, right? Okay, this is 2 1 by 2, that is 5 by 2 times the time taken to travel downstream on Sunday. So Sunday it is 12%, it is 288 kilometers, right? 288 kilometers. Okay, on downstream on Sunday is 27 plus 3, 30. So can I cancel this? 5 into 6, 6 into 12, 12 into 2, 4 and 24 into 20. So 21 minus x equal to 20. Yes, Keshav, what is the doubt? Can I know the doubt? So x equal to 1 I got. Okay, Keshav, what is the doubt? Which part you are not getting? Right, the percentage values are, percentage value if you know, 14, Keshav, 14 2 by 7% is 1/7 of something, right? If you know that, right? Because 1/7 of 100 if you calculate, this is exactly 14 2 by 7. Similarly, 2 by 7 of 100 is 28 4 by 7%. So 28 by 4 by 7%, okay, 21 minus x. Because I am taking the speed of the stream to be x on Saturday, because that is to be calculated to calculate the second part, and 21 is the speed of the boat in still water that is given, right? When you are taking upstream, so it is 21 minus x, speed of boat in still water minus speed of stream. right? Okay. So it is 21, the speed of boat in still water, and x is the speed of stream. So upstream, because he is talking about upstream on Saturday, right? So 21 minus x, and the upstream Saturday, the distance is 10% of 4800, that is 480. So this is the time taken on Saturday, right? Which is 2.5 times. 2.5 times means 5 by 2 times. 5 by 2 times time taken to travel downstream on Sunday. Now downstream on Sunday is 12% of 24, 288 kilometer, and the speed is 27 plus 3, that is 30. Okay, so this is the relation between time taken. So I got x equal to 1 from here. Now my question is, then find the time taken by the boat to cover a distance of 125 kilometer on Saturday, right? Now my question is 125 kilometer upstream. So 125 kilometer Saturday upstream is 21 minus x, that is 20, because x is 1, right? So this will be the time taken. So 5 into 4, 5 into 25. So 25 by 4 is 6 1 by 4, which is 6 hours and 15 minutes. Right? 6 1 by 4 hours, or 6 hours and 15 minutes would be my answer. Okay, so it should be 6 hours and 15 minutes. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, one more question on this set. If the time taken by the boat to travel upstream on Friday is 30 hours more than the time taken by to travel downstream on Wednesday, and the speed of the boat in still water on Friday is 17. Okay, Friday it is given 17. Okay, Wednesday it is not given. Wednesday the speed of the boat is not given, right? That means if I talk about upstream on Friday, Friday upstream is 14 into 8, the distance 112, 14, 4, 56 and 11, 67, right? Just see, 14 into 8, 112, 14, 4, 56 and 11, 67. So the distance 672, right? And the speed on Wednesday, no, Friday it is upstream. So 17 minus 1, it will become 16. This is the time taken is 30 more. Okay, 30 more than what is the it is time taken to travel downstream on Wednesday. Downstream on Wednesday is 11%. That is 11 into 4, 240, 264, right? 264. And because it is downstream on Wednesday, it will be x plus 6, right? So I can say 16 into 4, 16 into 2. So 264 by x plus 6 is equal to 12. 12 into 2, 24, 2 for 12 into 2. So x plus 6 equal to 22, or x equal to 16. Right? Now he's saying find the upstream speed of the boat on Wednesday. That is x minus 6. He wants x minus 6. So 16 minus 6, it will be 10 kilometer per hour. So the answer will be E, which is 10 kilometer per hour. My answer will be, okay, not 22. Don't mark 22, because 22 would be the downstream speed. He is asking the upstream speed. And upstream speed would be 16 minus 6, that will be 10 kilometer per hour. Right? E option should be the correct answer. Okay. So this was a good set. Right? Good set on time, speed, distance. Right? Looks like DI, but entire questions were on boats and stream. So let's move to the next question, and which says train A takes 45 minutes more than the train B to travel 450 kilometers. Due to the engine trouble, speed of train B falls by a quarter, so it takes 30 minutes more than train A to complete the same journey. Okay, see, what he is saying, initially he was taking that train B, right? I'm talking about train B. Initially it was taking time taken by train A, right, minus 45 minutes. So it was taking this much, right? This was the time taken for train B, okay, initially. But because of the engine trouble, now it is taking, right, now the new time, okay, you can say T new for B only, okay. So new time is 30 minutes more. So it is train A plus 30. So here the gap between the timing is 45 and 30, 75 minutes. Okay. But the speed of the train B, okay, because I know speed into time equal to distance, whereas the distance was constant, speed becomes, it falls by a quarter, means it becomes 3/4. Because falls by a quarter means it's reduced by a quarter. Now it becomes 3/4. If speed becomes 3/4, time should become 4/3, right? So if the new time is 4/3t and the earlier time was t, the difference is 1/3t, which is given as 75 minutes. So t is nothing but 225 minutes, right? The original time for train B, right? Train B we are talking of. Okay, this is train B time. Then train A, okay, train A must be getting 225 plus 45. That means it will be 270 minutes, right? 270 minutes. He is saying find the speed of the train A. So the distance is 450 kilometers at 270. This is minutes, converted to hours. Okay, 30 into 2, 30 into 9, 9 into 50. So 100. The speed is 100 kilometer per hour. So the speed of the train A is 100 kilometer per hour. Okay. So it must be 100 kilometer per hour. Okay, I hope you are getting all this. If you have any doubt, you can ask right now, or you can put it in the comment section of the video. Okay, और otherwise like और share पक्का करते रहा करो, सेशन को share करो और friends को भी बता दो. We will continue this series, right? This is for your BBA entrance exams for 2023. Okay, we are targeting that. Topic wise we are covering everything for the quant section, right? All probable questions, good questions we are covering. ओके तो ये सीरीज कंटिन्यू रहेगी. अगर कोई डाउट आता है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज लाइक कमेंट शेयर सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर ले चैनल को. ओके, और लाइक और शेयर करते रहा करो, कमेंट कर दिया करो. जो भी डाउट आपको लगता है वीडियो के कमेंट सेक्शन में आप डाउट कर सकते हो, राइट? we'll revert to that and see you in the next session. Bye bye, namaste, jai hind, thank you, bye bye.